Welcome to Island Paulsboro. This week's program comes to you from inside the Gill Memorial Library as the workers are nearing completion. And I'll tell you, it is just impressive. Dr. Quint, who has been quarterbacking this project since inception, is going to join us and going to take Fred on a tour with the camera. You're going to love what you see. This is really a great project. And Irma, for you, because you're on the board when this got shaped up, to see this come to fruition, you got to be very happy.
John, when I was a little girl, 3 or 4 years old, I used to go with my grandmother, Irma Lodge, who I'm behind the old Borough Hall. And that's where the library, and I would sit there with her, and my love of books and reading came from her. For 40 years, she was a librarian, so this is special to my heart, and it is breathtaking.
It is beautiful. The new and the preservation of the old. Of course, originally we talked about putting it across the street, ran into the problems with Indian artifacts. We're going to get that straightened out with some asphalt at some point, but that'll be the next project for the Historical Society. But stay with us. We're coming right back. As I said, we're going to have a tour of the library. We've got some footage that we've been holding for a week or two that we're going to present to you. Then Irma's going to come back with community notes. We'll be right back.
Multi-policy discount, paperless discount, paid in full discount, homeowners discount, safe driver discount, chipmunk family reunion, someone stole the nuts, squirrel jail, justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
And welcome back. As I mentioned at the top of the program, this week's show's coming to you from the new Gill Memorial Library. And what a project, and just how impressive it is. Those that have driven by it have probably wondered what it looked like inside. We're standing in the main area, and with me now is Dr. Walter Quint, who actually started to quarterback this project when he was in full retirement, then came out of retirement to be the interim superintendent and carried this project with him as well. But Walter, this is a real legacy piece for you. This is simply spectacular.
It's a wonderful facility. It looks just like we always dreamed it would look, and this is a fruition of a dream of the library board probably for 4 decades. We're very proud of it.
And much needed, by the way. So describe what we're seeing. We just came through the main door. This is the first room in. It's the ceiling height. It's airy. It's light. Windows, beautiful.
The building was designed to be to respect the industrial heritage of Paulsboro, whereas the original building is the historic Paulsboro. And the building is designed to mirror the drawbridge with the turnbuckles and so on. There's a small stage at the one end and a children's garden outside.
I like the stage idea and the connecting rooms, the color selection, the green. It just, again, the place feels airy. So we go back into the old section, what was the old section. You can see some of the exposed brick. So there were some challenges on the construction.
There sure were. Anytime you start opening a wall of a more than century-old building, you're not sure what you're going to find. Where we thought it was a brick wall, we found a window. And that caused us to move doors, reconfigure. But the architect and the contractors did it very well and at very low cost for the change order. This project will be done within days of its scheduled time and slightly under budget.
That's a big accomplishment. I noticed some of the architectural features of the original building have been saved, archways, things of that nature.
We tried to, and as you take your video tour later, you'll see the main archway in the original Gill Library is completely saved. Turns out it's now in a workroom framing a kitchen, but it's still beautiful. As you can see from our vantage point, brick and stone walls that are exposed, but the contrast of the exposed conduit again celebrates history and industry.
And I think Fred had asked it before we started taping, but the projected opening will be when?
We will probably open the library, have the grand opening in September. The contractor should be done with the building in about 3 weeks. When they're done, we then will wait for the furniture to be delivered. Once the furniture's here, it'll take us a few weeks to get things out of storage, because all of the books and so on are basically in storage, and then clean the building and get it ready for the public.
And internet accessibility is a big part of this new footprint, isn't it?
It is. Our hope is that eventually this building will be totally wireless, and that students will be able, and any of our patrons can come in, check out a computer, and move through the library and use it anywhere in this building they see fit.
Beautiful. And before we close, for those who live in town, this is being built with funds that have both come from years of the library board's careful management and also a federal grant.
Yes, thanks to your efforts many years ago, we were able to acquire $300,000 from USDA.
That's our friend Howard Henderson.
Yes, and they have been steadfast. Of course, we had Steve Braj and I working with us. Always good to have a Paulsboro High School graduate with us. And then Borough Council stepped in and filled the void of a couple of $100,000, but the library board added nearly $1 million in cash.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And all that money from different generosities of people over the years and people leaving gifts to the library, but most importantly to the library board and their careful management for 40 years. So well done and a real legacy for everybody. Thank you, Walter.
We're standing in one of the 2 conference rooms that are part of the connecting link between the old library and the new library. And the fronts of these rooms that face the main library will be glass, so that the librarian will be able to see what's inside the conference rooms at all times. And the nice feature is that the conference room can be one large conference room or divided into 2 smaller workrooms very easily. Another feature of the library, particularly the connection between the new wing and the original building, are the exposed stone and brick walls, again, celebrating the historic heritage of this building. We're now in the original portion of the Gill Memorial Library, and I would mention that the entire building now has fire suppression sprinkler system, but this room is what we would call the main reading room. It has a fireplace, and this room will have very comfortable furniture for our patrons that want to come in and maybe meet, have a book club, and just read. One of the really important features of the library is it will now be completely ADA compliant, handicapped accessible. And part of that was moving the men's room and the ladies' restroom to the first floor of the library. So the library will be equipped with 2 brand new restrooms, one for the men, one for the women. The architect that did the design for the new library and the renovation of the original library has been very, very careful to maintain and preserve as many of the architectural features as he can. And as you can see, this is one of the main arches in the original building that's been completely preserved. It's interesting, this will now be the workroom, which will have a sink, stove, and refrigerator, but again, celebrating the historic heritage of the building by exposing the archway. And the final room that exists in the original Gill Library on the first floor is a librarian's office. This is just behind the circulation desk and gives the librarian a visual connection with the library even when she's in her office. The area we're standing in now is the connecting link between the new library addition and the original building. And this is the area where the circulation desk will be located, so that the librarian will have a view of both the old section of the library and the new wing of the library at all times. Another element of the new addition to the Gill Library is the children's section of the library, and it comes complete with a small stage to put on productions and for the students to act out skits. And just outside of this area of the library is a very nice patio, amphitheater, so we can do programs for the children just outside the library. And of course, this is the main addition to the Gill Memorial Library. It's one open, airy room designed to be bright, cheerful, and furniture that moves so that we can reconfigure the room as needs require and also as programs require. So this is the new addition to the Gill Memorial Library.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, We at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back. With me now is Mark Camp. You know him as just being involved in so many projects through town. This segment, he joins us as the president of the Golden Market.
The Paulsboro High School Golden Anniversary Club. As an organization for anyone that has graduated Paulsboro High School 50 years or longer is invited to an annual banquet at Oletto's. This year, it's always the fourth Sunday in June. This year it'll be June 28th. Instead of invitations, I want to say notices are going out. They should be out in the mail the first week in May. If you are a graduate of Paulsboro, 50 years or greater, and do not receive a notice, please contact me if you would like to attend. I can put you in touch with your class representative. Through the years, people move, names, addresses get lost. We don't want you to feel that it's an invitation thing. It's everybody that has graduated Paulsboro is welcome to come. We just may have lost you in the shuffle, and we want to reconnect with you.
This is a big social event, I should add, too. How many people do you draw?
We draw close to 500 people. The cost this year will be $32 with a choice of either beef, fish, or chicken. And we also solicit donations for a scholarship. This year at Paulsboro High School graduation, we will be giving out $14,000 in scholarship money.
Well, that's a big help to kids.
Yes, it is. And we've come up with something new this year. We have 6 $1,000 scholarships for general academic success. And then for academic excellence, we have scholarships for 2 students that will receive $4,000. $2,000 our freshman year and $2,000 for their sophomore year. We're looking for the high school committee picks the scholarship recipients, but we give them the criteria that we want to be met.
A lot of money, and that stuff is just real helpful. But more.
This year we are inducting the Paulsboro High School class of 1965. It's been 50 years since they graduated, and coincidentally, it'll be 50 years since the first graduating class was 1916. So next year will be 50 years since the first graduating class, or 100 years since the first graduating class.
Anybody still alive?
We have a couple people from the class of 36, 37, 38. We have one lady from, I believe, 38 that comes up from Florida every year.
The tradition runs deep. If you're part of that, you'll know what I'm speaking about when I say that. Jimmy Leto does a fine job, by the way, first-class facility and excellent food. So for those members of the class of 65, you'll have a nice afternoon. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount, paid in full discount, homeowners discount, safe driver discount, chipmunk family reunion, someone stole the nuts, squirrel jail, justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
And welcome back. We continue this segment from here at the Post, the VFW Post on Commerce Street, just after this year's Memorial Day service. With me now is Assemblyman Adam Talfaro. Many of you know him because he served on the Freeholder Board, and more of you know him because of his wonderful personal story. As we visit with him today, he just had his first child. Tell us about that, Adam, before we talk about your work for public service. What's the baby's name?
I appreciate it, Assemblyman. It's Cruz Talfaro. He's a week old. Was born on May 15th, so it's been an enjoyable experience for our entire family, life-changing experience, but something we're excited for the future.
Well, you've had a couple life-changing experiences, and now having a baby is a big deal.
It has been. I look at life, and I've been truly blessed. You know, like everybody, we have our obstacles, our adversities, but I've just been the product of just great people. I've had people throughout my entire life that have helped me get to this point, including yourself. So I appreciate it.
You know, Adam, you've accomplished a great deal because of, I think, in large part how you raised. Had a chance to meet his parents when Adam was sworn into the General Assembly. His family was up, his brother, mother, and father, and I got a real sense of your formation.
Yeah, you know, I've been just very blessed and lucky to have two great parents, and growing up, I had great people around me that really helped guide me and shape me, and education was key for me. And without all those pieces coming together, none of this happened. So I'm just so thankful and appreciative to be where I'm at today.
Well, and where you are today, not only here in Paulsboro, because Adam is making his way around the larger legislative district, but he's an active assemblyman serving on the Agriculture Committee and has become engaged out of the gate. So, you know, first question is, are you comfortable in the General Assembly? You
know, it's been great. It's been a great experience, and I could tell you this firsthand. Have an opportunity to learn from yourself and the Senate President here in the 3rd District. I'm a lucky guy. You know, I've got a lot of great experience around me and serving on the Education and Agricultural Committees. For me, this first year, it's been a lot of listening, a lot of learning, but also getting engaged in different issues around the state that I think can really help make a difference in the lives of our residents.
Yeah, that's, you know, bottom line is we just have to try the very best we can to make a difference. We're visiting here with Adam Talfaro, a new father, new baby boy, Cruz Talfaro. Congratulations to his wife as well. I'm here now with the commander, Willie Carroll, and I thank him and his members for pulling together this Memorial Day. There were 3 services in town today. One was at the Paulsboro Firehouse at 9:30, moved on to Veterans Park, the municipal monument next to the railroad tracks, and here to the Post Home. So, Willie, thank you very much. I mean, you know, it's not easy because your membership is dwindling.
Very much so. When I first came here, we had 120 members. We're down to 90 now. So it's getting tough.
Well, you know, for clarification, in order to join the VFW, you have to be a veteran of a foreign war, correct?
Correct. I would like to start a SALS, which is Sons of Veterans. But people aren't interested in that anymore. And even the veterans that's coming back today are not interested in joining, you know, a post. They think it's all drinking. They don't understand that we fight for the rights of veterans in the State House and in the nation. And they don't need us now. Later on down the road when they start coming down with ills. And like you said earlier, the veterans homes, they can't find beds. And I have 2 members that are in Deptford Township in the nursing home there because they're waiting for violence.
You know, also too, now, so for clarification, can the returning veterans who are participating in conflicts join, or does it have to be a declared foreign war?
They can join. It is a war. It's a war zone.
Okay, so if it is a war zone, their service qualifies?
Yes. Afghanistan, all those places are qualified. Desert Storm, all those gentlemen are able, and women. I'd love to get some women. they do a better job than some of the men.
I was mistaken in my interpretation. I thought one of the reasons you were struggling was the ineligibility, but that doesn't sound like it's the case. But now we're here today not only because Fred got good footage of the service, which we're going to work in its own segment, but your sign returns. Now, let me give some background here. When we had the mishap with Conrail, which disrupted everybody for a handful of days, believe it or not, the VFW post sign was stolen. Now, you would think that, this was a secure lockdown zone, with both police and emergency responders. It's amazing that someone literally took the sign and left. But then again, who would think the train's going to come off the track? So that was bizarre in itself.
Yes, it was. And Conrail said they were going to reimburse us for the sign, which they did, but they didn't give the post all our lost revenues. So we were in the hole, plus we were closed for a month and couldn't make any money. So we started going in a hole, and that was the beginning of the end, really.
Well, the beginning of a deeper struggle,
yes.
Because you're not going to let it end happen.
I'm not going to try not to.
Not going to let it end happen. No. But so tell us about, now you've got a beautiful sign, and I mean, it is handsome. Tell us about it.
Well, the sign was made by the Paulsboro School, arts class and wood shop. Paul Marino delivered it last week. And it's a beautiful sign. It's really neat. It's got the date we were established. It's got the post name, and it really looks neat. And we're going to have it framed in and welded on it, so it won't be able to walk again, hopefully.
Well, let's hope we don't have another train incident, because it took a train incident. You lost your sign.
Yes, I did.
Really amazing. By the way, the shape is beautiful. It has the appearance of being a ribbon. And it is just handsome. So for the kids and those involved in designing it, Willie, I think you're ahead of the game now.
Yes, I am.
Head of the game. And thank you again for everything. Thank you for your service. Thank you.
Have mercy on all of our veterans from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. Bring peace to their hearts and peace to the regions they fought in. Plus all the soldiers who served in non-combatant posts, may their calling to serve in their lives in many positive ways. Give us all here present today creative vision. See that the world is growing weary with fighting and moving to affirm it for the life of every human being so moves beyond war. We ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
By the services on land, on sea, and in the air, they have made us their debtors. For the flag of our nation still flies over a land of free people. Comrades, parade rest.
Today we are here to give honor to the service and military people that has put their life on the line for us. You may have family members or neighbors that served in the military, and tell them how much you really appreciate them for defending our country.
We all could be at many different places. We could be down the beach, we could be at barbecues, but there's no better place to be than right here at the VFW, supporting the men and women that supported us throughout our entire lives. So I just want to thank you all for coming out here this afternoon, and most importantly, thank the men and women who sacrificed their lives for our freedom. So thank you so much.
We have to become engaged as people to remind those who serve us in the nation's capital that veterans count and it means something. There should be no service that a veteran needs that they can't have. They gave up an important part of their life to make certain we could stand here today. So to all of you, it should be a call to arms every day. Got to look out for those who looked out for us. They're not just words. We've got to take care of those who have taken care of us.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back. And now it's the time for the show, which is the only reason you watch and the only reason we do the show, for Community Notes with Irma Stevenson. But before we move to Community Notes, congratulations for all those who participated in the municipal election, the primary election. It was held in Paulsboro last Tuesday. Someone wins and someone loses, but everybody wins when everybody participates. And the campaign was a good discussion. So congratulations to everybody that not only allowed their name to be on the ballot, but for everybody that got out and voted. It's very, very important. Irma?
John, my dad and all our veterans, WW2, didn't go out to fight those people, so we couldn't vote.
That's correct.
And we thank our vets. Happy birthday to Steve Duca, Danielle Carter-Green, Robert Campbell, Mike Keene, Dripsy Nordhoff, John. He's going to let us know when he dies why it's called Dripsy. Pat Conavito and Eugene DiGiovacchino, the Kings. Margie Emmerich, Todd Reinger, Lowell Trexler, Joan Driver, Randy Ford, Preston Berthold, my great-grandson who will be coming home from Okinawa, spending with a month with us. Ed Simic, my darling Ed Simic, Tiffany O'Leary, Bill and Terry Pollinger, Alexis and Michael Millar, Rich Costenbader, Mark Soloff, Madison Luke, Mary, A.K. Chip Cipollini, Nancy Fleming, Bill Doak Sr., and probably my one and only friend in West Deptford, Frank Boucher. Happy anniversaries, 50 years to Sally and Rich Strush, Danielle and Del Doran, Diana Mark Yondike, Judy and Scott McKenzie, Rashonda and Delance Braxton, Paulette and Jim Funk, Shirley and Leroy Reed, Ida and Jack Otten, Mike and Don O'Leary, April and Roy Ziegler, and Stacy and John T. Gutowski. Happy birthdays and happy anniversaries, John.
Big list, Irma.
Paulsboro High School graduation will be held Tuesday, the 23rd at 6:30 p.m. Hopefully it'll be outside. If it isn't, it will be in the gym. And don't forget our 4th of July parade, John. It's coming up soon, 10 a.m. on Saturday on the 4th of July. We're honoring this year the state champion, Group 1 state champions, Paulsboro High School basketball team. This year, I think it's 25 years we've had the parade.
It may be the anniversary. Yep.
My costume is going to be a big surprise this year, John. I can't tell. Paulsboro Day is always the Saturday after Labor Day. Wednesday on June the 17th from 3 to 4 p.m. The class of 2015 at Paulsboro High School will go versus the faculty at Paulsboro High School volleyball game. John, I'd like to send out a special love and prayers for Harry Llewellyn. Our friend Harry is on hospice now, but he's a tough Red Raider, and he's hanging in there. So prayers and loves to you, Harry. We love you. Attention future Red Raider Paulsboro High School football players. The Paulsboro Midget Football Association is offering free registration online at pmforraiders.com. And special thanks, John, to our Paulsboro High School Shore group and staff for the Senior Citizens Luncheon on Wednesday, May the 13th. The music was from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Thank you to Miss Ledoux and O'Malley for their art teachers, entertainment, food, and just our kids are the best.
Hope everybody behaved.
We did, John, I think. Well, we were up dancing, and so was our principal. You'll see Paul Marina dance.
And I can certainly believe that. We've hoped you enjoyed the program. And Beth, I didn't forget you. Beth, if you're watching. For Bill Crane, our producer, who couldn't be with us. For Fred Bookter behind the camera. For Irma and myself.
Go Big Red, and God bless Paulsboro.
Until next time.